Yo, Zed Run community, welcome back and thank you again for all your support and encouragement. Everybody hitting that subscribe button, I appreciate it. I wanted to give a quick recap of the developer AMA notes from last week. I am going to show all of the notes in a quick scroll. Please pause it as you need. I recommend everybody read it so you can get your own interpretation instead of simply relying on mine, because I probably miss things and read it slightly different. And don't worry, if you don't want to do that, scroll through it and here's what it looks like. So the devs came out and answered 10 questions for us and technically gave us an 11th question with their priority list. I'm going to give you my recap in a similar order as they gave it to us, and noting that questions 1 and 5 are basically the same in my opinion, so I'm going to group them together. So the first question was what to do about the oversupply, and will there be a burn function for donkeys? Long and short, at this time, they are planning on making more races, more classes, more tournaments, and more places for the horses to run. They believe that there should be a place for all of the horses to go before there's a burn factory. The next question was, when will there be another drop? As some people may know, there are Genesis horses that are still available that have not been released by Zed Run. According to them, they are aiming to get it done sometime in Q1 2022. Big complaints about free race distribution. Obviously, they heard us. They saw it. They made the immediate changes to increase the number. They had it set to 1,000 per day. They had increased it to 2,500, and as of Friday, they had seen over 5,500. I don't know how many they put up over this past weekend, but I tell you what, it felt great. There were a lot of them most of the time. Absolutely awesome in that regard. Question 4 was the dev's opinion about the market crash. And they just basically said that everything goes in its ebb and flow. Going to have its ups, going to have its downs, but there's a bright future and a lot to look forward to. Question 6 was, why are all the races not available at all the time? And the reasonable answer was that there would be too many choices and indecision. To address it, the team is planning on revamping the class system, adding more tournaments, as well as allowing stable owners to schedule their own private and public races at their own distance. And question 8 was about sandbagging and the class manipulation. The long and short is they have a lot more classes and to roll out, as well as the ELO system, which they think will help address it. They don't have a perfect solution, but with the addition of multiple tournaments running at a given time, prize pools being elevated for higher class racers, and more incentive towards winning, they believe that this issue will take care of itself over time. And to go along with that, question 9 is, when will classing up feel like a good thing? Exactly that. They're going to make places that you have to class up to get there, and they're going to want to be in it for whatever the reason and prizes. They know this is a game, and to succeed and meet achievements and so forth is a good thing, and they're going to work towards it. Question 10 was regarding breeding fees and how they are going to plan on addressing it. The big news is that they have a new internal team being developed by the end of the month dedicated to simply looking at breeding fees and adjusting as need. Their goal is to keep it simple and do dynamic pricing based on market demand. The last question was, what are the devs' priorities? And they were onboarding, racing, breeding, renting and lending program, a marketplace for skins, the racing and breeding pools, tokenomics, and user tools and the API. I don't know about you folks, but I am absolutely loving it. Everything that I read and heard and seen recently points to sky is the limit. The team is growing. They said in there that they have approximately 80 people and open positions, something to that effect, or they were growing to 80. That is amazing. I am so encouraged by where this is going. I am very much considering going out and scraping the floor a little, looking for a new horse, some cheap value while the prices are down. And the question for you guys is, have you done that? Is anybody else going out there and grabbing some of these steals what they may be thinking about because of the floor? How do you feel about the dynamic pricing, right? Are you going to hold off and save your ETH for prices of breeding to come down? I'm not really sure how I feel about that in the immediate future. The fact that they'll be addressing it by the end of the month makes me feel better. But hey, we got breeding going on in between now and then. I just don't know how much to spend on it. So it's up in the air, but that's what we expect. It's beta. It's good. Change. It's positive. I don't know about you folks, but I got some stamina to burn. I love you. I'll see you on the track. Peace.